Once you start lying, you have to keep using lies to cover it up. If you lied to a boy and claimed to be his girlfriend, how will you dispel his doubts? Let's take a look at the story in this issue. Dylan was disappointed that not even her closest brother knew about their relationship. Wendy quickly explained that it was because she was too young and her mother didn't allow her to date, so she had to keep it a secret from her family. When Dylan heard this, he felt a pang of sympathy and reached out to touch Wendy's head. He then opened the car door and let Wendy get in. In the car, Wendy was quite worried. When would all these lies come to an end? Just as she was lost in thought, the car suddenly made a sharp turn, causing her to lose her balance and fall towards Dylan. He quickly reached out and hugged her, holding her tightly and stabilizing her body. In that moment, Wendy felt Dylan's warmth and broadness, and her mood became very sweet. She felt like a guarded little bird, receiving Dylan's care and protection. Dylan's embrace made her feel very safe and comfortable, and she enjoyed the sweetness and warmth. But at the same time, she became increasingly worried that once Dylan discovered the truth, all of this sweetness would be gone from her life. When they arrived at the hospital, a woman rushed out and shouted that Dylan had been deceived by Wendy, and that Wendy was not Dylan's girlfriend, but Jordan's girlfriend. Wendy clung tightly to Dylan's sleeve upon hearing this, and Dylan, feeling unhappy, pulled her away and left. Upon returning to the hospital room, Dylan pushed Wendy against the wall and asked, "Who is Jordan?" Wendy answered shyly that he was her classmate whom she had confessed to in the past. Dylan's face was full of jealousy, and he pouted with his eyes downcast. He hated himself for not meeting Wendy earlier. Wendy noticed Dylan's jealousy and quickly explained to him that her classmate was just a small crush she had during her teenage years, and that she had been rejected when she confessed her feelings. She didn't want Dylan to misunderstand or feel upset. Her tone was full of tenderness and coquetry, like a little kitten trying to please him. She blinked at Dylan and gently stroked his cheek, trying to calm his emotions. Her actions and tone made Dylan feel a little calmer, and he leaned against Wendy's embrace, feeling her warmth and care. Wendy continued to be coquettish, telling Dylan that she would only love him and ask him to believe in her, promising that he would always trust her. Her coquetry and tenderness gradually dissipated Dylan's jealousy, and he smiled, holding Wendy even tighter. Wendy felt secretly proud in her heart, realizing that men couldn't resist a woman's coquetry. At that moment, Dylan's colleagues arrived, bringing along the most beautiful girl in the company, Tiffany. She had secretly loved Dylan for 3 years and brought flowers to him attentively. However, Dylan didn't even raise his eyelids and asked her to put the flowers aside. When Wendy saw Dylan's colleagues arrive, she told him she would leave first and ask him to chat with his colleagues. Dylan nodded reluctantly and asked her to be careful on her way back. Tiffany was infuriated when she saw how intimate Wendy was with Dylan. She couldn't understand why Dylan treated Wendy so well, but ignored her. She felt that she had put a lot of effort into Dylan, but didn't get the recognition she deserved. Her dissatisfaction and jealousy were burning inside her, and she began to harbor animosity towards Wendy. She believed that she was more qualified than Wendy to be Dylan's girlfriend, as she came from a wealthy and influential family and was also beautiful. She was determined to show her charm to Dylan and make him fall completely in love with her, ignoring Wendy in the process. Tiffany moved closer to Dylan and said she had come this afternoon but he wasn't there. Dylan distanced himself from her and casually mentioned he had gone to watch his girlfriend's performance, praising his girlfriend in the process. Upon hearing this, Tiffany's anger flared up, and she felt as if her rage was a burning flame that she couldn't control. She swore to investigate this girl's background and vowed to win Dylan back. How will Tiffany win back Dylan? And how will Wendy respond? Follow us and stay tuned for the exciting commentary in the next episode.